What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. For those of you who are new to my channel, this is mostly GTI content as of right now, but I want to make it all sorts of other stuff. And for those of you returning to my channel, thank you for tuning in and always watching my videos. I really appreciate all your comments and everything about it. And I hope those of you who are watching this video and clicked on it are going to like this video. It's going to be about sound systems in your car, whether that's any car, but this is going to be specific to the GTI, obviously, because that's my car right now. But anyone can basically check this out and see what they like and, get their opinions on stuff. So a lot of the same type of stuff for different types of, sound systems and everything is available for every car out there. But I just wanted to also say, I hope everyone is staying safe during this crazy time in the world right now. God bless the people of Ukraine. Things are just going crazy over there right now, and I'm praying for everyone and their safety. It's just like World War II all over again. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not trying to laugh about that. This is a serious matter, and I take this stuff seriously. So I know it's affecting everyone. Inflation is going crazy and all sorts of things around the world. So I hope everyone is staying safe through COVID and through all this worldly mess that we're going through. Stick to what you know, stick to what you believe in, do good for others, do service for others. And those are the things that I, try to live by in my life. But going on into this video, I just want to explain what this video is going to be about. But first of all, I want to explain some of the messages that I've been receiving from a lot of you guys through Instagram, through email, through private messaging. And a lot of you have been asking why I haven't been making videos, because a lot of you like my videos and learn a lot from my videos. And that's the reason why I make these videos, because they're useful for other people. It's not for me. I mean, I love the likes, I love the watching and everybody subscribing and stuff. And if you want to subscribe, watch and all that stuff, go for it. It's your choice. I would appreciate that. But I did not make this channel for that specifically. I made it so that the things that I learned through my cars, I can help other people out. And if anything in life can help anyone out, I'm all for that. So a lot of you have been sending me messages and saying, why haven't you've been making videos? And so I want to explain why I haven't. I could tell you that I've been really busy and yada, 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 which I have, but that's not my excuse. The excuse why I haven't been making videos is because I just haven't had anything to make videos on. There has been an issue on my car. So actually, before I explain that, the last video that I made was my water meth injection kit from AEM. And I told you in the video that I'll be making another video on a follow-up when I get my car tuned for the meth. Well, I have not got my car tuned for the meth yet, even though it's been months. And the reason is because I've been having a throttle hesitation / bucking issue under light throttle. It's been happening for over a year now, and I've tried to diagnose it. And so I did not want to make the methanol tune when my car was bucking, because just the other day, I was on the freeway going 65 miles an hour. I decided to put it in a fourth gear to pass somebody, and I stepped on the throttle all the way down, and my car immediately went into EPC mode. Check engine light was flashing, and I got a multiple misfire on my car. And I've never had that. I have never had this ever on my car, multiple misfire. I mean, that's just random, right? And so I pulled over, turned my car off, let it sit for a couple minutes, turn it back on, and the EPC light and the multiple misfire codes was gone. And so I knew that my car was put into a protection mode, but I didn't know why. But I have a good idea why. It's due to the throttle bucking, because EPC mode has come on before, but it's never thrown a multiple misfire, which is weird. So it just happened this time. I wanted to diagnose this problem before I did the meth tune, because with the meth tune, I want to give it all the beans. That's going to be all my beans tune. And if my all the beans tune is not all the beans because it was tuned when the car wasn't 100%, then it's just kind of pointless to make that tune. So I haven't made any videos because I just haven't had anything to make it on. The car is basically exactly the same as when it was months ago when I made that video. Yes, I have tried diagnosing other things to figure out that throttle bucking. I have replaced my spark plugs. I've tested all of my coil packs. I've cleaned out my intercooler and the throttle piping and the throttle body. I've done a carbon cleaning on it, and none of that fixed it. I even checked all the sensors. None of that fixed the throttle bucking. It's still there. So I talked to my tuner. I thought might be fuel related because I don't really know. No codes are popping up, guys. No codes are popping up. So I don't really know what to look for. So I sent my tuner a log and he said all the fueling looked great. And so he told me to gap the spark plugs at 0.022. And so I did that, and I saw that there was a lot of oil on my spark plugs and my ignition coils in cylinders 1 and 4. And I can almost guarantee that that is the reason why the car is bucking, because oil on the plugs will definitely cause a misfire. What I'm going to do to fix that is tomorrow, which will be Saturday, I am going to replace my valve cover gasket because I've been looking around, definitely leaking. And if there's oil in the spark plug holes, most likely, not always, but almost all the time, it's related to the O-ring around that spark plug. That's like the valve cover gasket O-ring. And so this car uses a sealant, which is kind of stupid. There's no gasket. It's a sealant gasket. And when doing this job, not that hard, but when doing it, you have to let the sealant cure for 24 hours. So I just haven't had the time to do that. But now I'm going to do that with some of my buddies tomorrow on Saturday. And then we're going to go to an autocross and I'm going to watch them do all their fun stuff while my car is curing with the valve cover gasket sealant. So anyways, I'm doing that this weekend. I'm hoping that fixes my throttle bucking so I can finally get to my meth tune and give it all the beans so I can start, just ripping it again. Just rip. So anyways, let's get back to the point of this video, which is about sound systems. And it was my Christmas present to myself this year. And I will show you that coming up right here. So check this out. All right, so here is my dirty car right now with its jacked up fenders. A lot of you point that out for me, which is just funny. I sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. It's whatever. But I am going to show you what I got myself for Christmas, and that's it right there. This is what used to be my box inside my trunk with two 12-inch Sony GS subs. And it had the 2 amps mounted on the back. I have an amp for the subs and an amp for the speakers. And I was just tired of not having any trunk space. I was so tired of it. So I found this company on eBay, actually, this guy who makes sub boxes for this car. And I got a hold of him and I had him make a box specific to the specs that I wanted. So he made it completely custom for me. But it's really nice because look at all that trunk space. Look at all the trunk space. So I got this box, which is awesome. I will put a link in the description of where I got that box for those of you who are interested. It's a fiberglass box. And then for the sub, I got a single Sundown SA10 Classic. So it's just a single 10-inch sub. And I'm telling you what, this thing bumps more than those Sony 12s. It's an awesome sub. I think I'm pretty much sold on Sundown subs. So it's pretty awesome. I can't imagine if I had two 10s in there, but I'm not gonna do that because that just takes up the trunk space again. But Sundown's awesome. I've been running this since like the end of January, and it sounds so good. I'm more of a sound quality person, And so I don't like the bass like overpowering the whole system. I want everything to be clear and working simultaneously with each other. And so I love that sub. It sounds amazing in the car, but I'll also show you what I did with the amps and everything to make the whole setup just so much cleaner than this big guy that took up all that space. All right, off camera, I put the seats down and I pulled this out, the bottom board, but I'm gonna take this bottom board out, doing it with one hand. So as you can see, very simple, very easy. Literally took me like 10 seconds, if that. And we'll put that down side here. And then we'll come inside the bottom of my trunk. And so what you see here is a Rockvale DB13 amp. And that's a mono amp, and that powers my subwoofer only. I believe it's like, I don't know, like 800 or 900 watts RMS at 2 ohms or something like that. And at 1 ohm, it pushes like 1100 or 1000 watts, but this is set up at 2 ohms. It's a dual 4 ohm setup. And so I have wired it down to 2 ohms, and that's what it's pushing. So I don't know how much wattage I'm actually pushing with it when I'm playing it, but all I know is it sounds good. And then right here, I have my 4-channel amp. It's an NVX JAD 800.4, I believe. And it does 200 watts by 4 at 4 ohms, I believe. So 200 watts RMS by 4 channels at 4 ohms. And all of my speakers are 4 ohms, so that works perfectly. They're all Audison speakers, Voce and Prima. So, and then this is just something there to basically hold that in place, because before I did this, before I decided to do this, the car comes with these little things you screw in right here. They're plastic, and that's what holds the floorboard into place. And those are actually in Utah right now. I'm in Arizona currently. So they're in Utah in my storage. And so until I get there next month and grab those, this is there in the meantime holding the floorboard flat and level and in place. That's what it's for. So I got the amps all there, secure. I put some Velcro underneath them so that they stay in place. They ain't going nowhere. Those aren't going nowhere. And then I decided, you know, I have a power inverter. And so I decided to, and the cool thing about this car is it comes with a little 12 volt right there from the factory. And so I decided to put my power inverter there. So if I ever was in a bind, you know, I could just boom, plug that in right there with the 12 volt, and I can power up my devices if I'm stuck on the road or whatever. You know, that's pretty cool. Some Velcro under there to keep it in place. And then I got my little toolbox right there with Velcro underneath to keep that in place. So it's all hidden under there. So that is the video. That's the setup that I have. And I just wanted to show you guys that. Very easy, very cool. The box was expensive because it shipped from across the country, or not across the country, across the world basically. But yeah, I just wanted to show that out. And that was my mod. Now the last thing I need to do to this, I need to install a grill for this so that my brand new expensive subwoofer does not get scratched up or punctured or anything like that. So it's kind of hard to find a grill that fits a high excursion subwoofer, but I found one, and it's a Recoil is the brand. And I already test fit it, and it does fit. But it's a pretty cool design. It is a high excursion subwoofer grill, and you know, some of you might not like the look of grills, but you know, if it protects my expensive sub, I love grills. So I'm going to be installing this right now, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. The brand is Recoil, and I will leave a link in the description about it. Got it on Amazon. All right, fast forward. That's the end. That's it. So Got the grill on, fits perfectly over the Sundown SA10 classic sub. Would I rather like to see the Sundown symbol and all that stuff? Sure, yes, I would. I would absolutely love that, but I don't want my sub being punctured or scratched or anything like that. It was over $200 for this sub, so I want to keep it clean and simple. And this recoil sub enclosure grill will definitely keep it protected. So that's that. So that's the install right there of that. That's the video that this is going to be. I apologize if that's not what you were expecting out of this channel, but I just don't have any other mods to show you guys right now until hopefully I get that valve cover gasket replaced this weekend, and then I'm going to see how it drives, hoping that it fixes the misfires, the throttle bucking and all that stuff. So once that's fixed, then I will get the car tuned for meth and go from there, and then you'll start seeing more videos from this channel. But once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you've stayed with me this long, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to those you know, and hit that notification bell. I'd appreciate that, and I will get back to you on the next video. All right, peace.